I am. I made it. All right. Ooh, we're officially live. Go find it on the page.
Oh, Jesus, fine.
We're going Inception style.
You can do the intro then.
All right.
Oh, hey, it gave me a notification.
Hey! That's somebody else.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh. Hi, everybody. It will have numbers on there when you see. It'll start popping up numbers
that's
there.
too tiny.
Yeah. What?
I have bad vision even with these glasses.
Oh, wow. No, it says live. You'll see numbers next to it.
Oh, there's a person watching. I think it's no, it's not David. It's
not me.
No?
I'm
All
not
right.
watching. Hello, person.
Sweet.
I'm trying to figure out how I can ask you. You can ask me questions.
We'll figure it out.
The internet doesn't work for me right now.
Cool. So we're live streaming on here, and we're also recording it for our YouTube channel up there. So we'll be talking to the camera in case you think that we're looking above you here. We're actually talking for the YouTube channel later.
I'm gonna be talking right to you.
No, you gotta. We can't.
Unless you want to look at both of them at the same time. You can probably do that.
Just.
Apparently I'm looking at. Ah, there we go. Hey, there's like 6 people.
Oh, wow.
You can now ask questions. Look at this Inception coolness.
Maybe there's already questions asked.
You're going to have to turn the volume down on that because I
Jesus
can't deal.
Yeah, no, we can't. We can't do.
What is the best thing on the menu? Everything is good on the menu. The menu is fantastic.
Probably a biased opinion over there.
Barbecue chicken flatbread. Actually, that's normally what I get with pineapples. Plus pineapples.
No,
With
let's
pineapples?
Not do that.
So many pineapples. Pineapple for life.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people with the pineapple agenda here at Giga-Bites.
I love the pineapple.
So we are officially starting our. Is it going to be weekly, right? We're thinking weekly.
As long as we have the attention span.
So potentially weekly. Someone else says something. Chicken, bacon.
Yeah, he says chicken bacon community. Desmond, you're a saint.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love it. So we're officially starting our weekly. This will be our. What did we call it? What are we going to call it? We're going to have a name for it. I think.
do believe they call it Giga-Bites TV.
Yeah. Well, yes, the channel. Yeah, Giga-Bites TV. But
live.
then the Giga-Bites TV live / recorded /
That's we can just go with Giga-Bites TV live.
Make sure to hide your kids, hide your wife, because I'm going to get very Irish.
Because we can put this stuff up.
We could do a variety show.
Yeah, let's not do a variety show.
Oh
Just
my
saying
God.
that this is all live right now,
Dancing
and we can put it on the
velociraptors.
YouTube where it's showing us being live. So Giga-Bites TV live, I think.
Giga-Bites TV live / recorded.
Hey, the best thing on the menu is John's body.
Oh, is that Gavin?
Adorable. How's your tank top today? Sweaty.
Probably sweaty.
I don't know. All right, let's actually get started.
So we have show topics for today. We have a couple of big ones. In case you don't know, it's David, it's John, and I'm John. We really should have you in the center, so it could be John, David, John.
Today I'm the nature boy.
That's right.
This one's for you, Ric Flair.
Please be watching.
Obviously watching.
Obviously, Ric Flair is watching this.
Yeah.
Woo!
So can you bring it up? What's our first topic for the day?
First topic's probably going to be 8th edition.
I think
that's
so.
The big.
There's so much going on with 8th edition. Oh my gosh. Where do we start?
What's happening?
Well, they're redoing everything. That's probably the big thing. That the game is going to be completely different than it ever was before. This was
So much better.
If you've ever gone through an edition change before in 40K, this is probably going to be unlike any other. And if this is your first edition change, expect a lot of fun, new, exciting stuff coming down the
Gee,
pipeline.
John, that does sound exciting. Do you know what I just got? That you're pretty much the straight man, and I'm going to be the color commentator.
Well, you are wearing the pink shirt. I'm black and white as it goes.
And we're wearing glasses.
We are wearing glasses.
Because you're all the same.
We are all the same. You need to get a beard.
Apparently, whose
Can't do it.
accent?
I tried.
Whose accent is? Hey! My
Hi.
accent's amazing. My eyes are also beautiful, and I'm left-handed, so I'm extra special.
Wait, I'm left-handed.
We're all left-handed.
Spirit fingers.
Yeah.
No, it's the 8th edition. We have no idea when the release is. June 17th.
Potentially, at the latest.
Maybe. There's no proof. June
Yeah.
17th.
But they're releasing daily content, which is awesome. So we're going to talk about a little bit of that.
No, I mean, it's pretty exciting, like, how much easier it's going to be to get into the game. I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know, when you have 20,000 points of Space Marines and don't play, it seems like kind of a waste sometimes.
20,000 points?
Yeah, something like that.
Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Twitty knows. He paints it all.
Nice.
But yeah, so they're kind of overhauling a lot, and they're using a lot of the things that they've learned from Age of Sigmar, the good things, and then what not to do from it to
So, include points.
include points at the beginning.
Number 1, have a points value. Andre, I see you in Facebook world.
Yeah, points value is a good one, and then because I've been playing Age of Sigmar a lot over the last 6-8 months lately. And it's been a lot of fun. Ever since the General's Handbook came out, they addressed a lot of the things that I had problems with initially getting into it. Also, the new armies and things like that have been a lot of fun to play. But they're translating a lot of the cool mechanics from Age of Sigmar over to 40K, like the vehicle and monster stats being modular based on the amount of
I love that. I love
hit
that.
points.
As things get weaker, they actually don't. They get weaker as they take more wounds, which kind of like makes it target priority more of a thing, and you know, it's gonna be a whole lot.
Even though it'll take you potentially forever to kill something, you still feel like you're making an impact shooting at it or fighting it, whittling it down. So that'll be a big thing. But they've gone over pretty much all of the phases so far.
They just released the charge phase today, like a couple of hours
Correct.
ago, maybe?
Yeah. So that's technically a new phase that they're adding in. I mean, it was always part of the game. It was just part of the close combat.
It was
phase.
always a sub phase. Now it's actually its own thing. What do you do at the start? I haven't read the charge one yet.
Yeah, the charge phase is pretty much the same.
so bad the store owner.
It's the same as it was before. It's just now you have to end your charge within an inch of an enemy model instead of being in base to base, which is basically gives you an inch extra. It's still the random 2d6, and you can only declare charges versus things that you can potentially.
Don't wear a skirt with this setup. Don't look up my skirt. Jesus.
Oh, who's that?
That's one of those malcontents from Tennessee.
Oh, but yeah. So charges pretty much the least changed of the phases, I would say. Yeah. With psychic being the most.
I love that. Actually, I'm just getting this live feed.
Yeah.
I need more action. There's 14 people watching. Where are your questions? Come on.
We had 16.
Ask John to do a little turn in a catwalk or something.
I mean, which John? We both spell our names the same.
That's the secret.
It's true, J-O-N.
Yeah. We're both authentic. We both
So
wear
let's
glasses.
talk a little bit about the controversy, because, there's always controversy, right?
Yeah.
So, but from the change of Age of Sigmar, there was, people blew up because, it was a huge shift.
Yeah.
Well, so the difference to the new 40K and Age of Sigmar, so Age of Sigmar, they literally blew up the world. Mm-hmm. Like, literally, it was like Planet of the Apes level of, my God, you bastards, you blew it up.
Yeah.
Like, and I can say, like, I was a big fantasy head. I love fantasy. And, seeing everything I loved about the dark gothic world of Warhammer disappear,
Yeah, it took you out for a while.
Yeah, it took me out. Like, to a high Greek with, admittedly, just not enough fluff at the start for me to get into it. Like, I just couldn't take. But now the story, Age of Sigmar is phenomenal. Like, there's the realms, there's cities, there's story, there's background, there's factions. But that's not going to happen with 40K. Because 40K, they haven't. They've blown up the world a few times, but they've been different worlds than Cadia. Yeah. So there's plenty more worlds in the universe. And
they're pretty much actually now moving the story forward.
Yeah. No, so, it's definitely set into the 41st millennium.
Is it 41st or
42nd?
Yeah. It's the 42nd.
It's 41. Yeah, so it'll be 42nd millennium.
Yeah. So we're still in the 40,000s.
Yeah. For a while.
Round down.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, I love how they're moving the story forward. Actually, with 8, in that they have. The warp storms have now spread. I was just reading a thing yesterday. They're going to new probably campaign with Armageddon, where Khorne demons have now invaded Armageddon again. So basically, it's the final war because orcs, demons, probably Angron at some point will come back and fight over Armageddon.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Angron.
Well, you have to remember, because that was the second war, was Angron, and then the first and third were orcs.
Yeah.
So now the fourth will just be everything.
Yeah, which should be a lot of fun, and that's a good way to push, Shadow War.
Is this set to be the spiritual successor of Mordheim? Is what set to be? Shadowspire?
Shadowspire?
No.
No. You didn't say it, Corey. It was what set?
So Corey might be talking about the next White Dwarf. There's been some spoilers posted online.
Oh, Age of Sigmar Skirmish.
Yeah, which could be Mordheim, but we really only know that one screenshot and the fact that Games Workshop said, yes, this is coming out. I'm personally really excited about that because I'm definitely getting more into Age of Sigmar.
It may be. They don't mention a city or anything in particular, but if they do the same rules that they do with Shadow War.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that Shadow War. Yeah. If they do that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
They have the cities now. They have what's the name of that city?
Let's show this.
Which one?
Oh, what's the one that's over 2 realm gates? There's just this silver tower on it.
Look at that. I don't know if you can see that.
Hammerhall.
Hammerhall.
Giga-Bites.
Hammerhall? Is that
Armageddon.
Yeah, Shadows over Hammerhall.
Shadows over Hammerhall.
Hammer. So
it's really hard when you have an accent.
but it was designed by people with an accent.
That's true. By people. They're British people. They don't really count. They're not real people.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Jamie, Richard, all of our other British locals.
Speaking of England, I got to pour one out for my Sunderland.
Don't-
Relegated
don't
this
do
weekend.
it.
Good job, guys.
Oh.
Sunderland AFC.
Nice. What's next on the list?
Dramatically
We had
failing in
8th edition. Does anyone have any questions on 8th edition stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
in terms
8th
of release.
edition-
So, David, tell us a little bit about like release schedules. Is there any new
No,
models?
well, we
coming
got
out?
a ton more stuff.
Yeah, no, there's still plenty of.
I'm basking in the glory of being on the internet.
There's still plenty of 8th edition to go over. They released model profiles, which was a big deal, and then going over the phases and then kind of the fluff. That
I went away in Newcastle. I hope they go away in Newcastle because Newcastle came back up.
This is not the football show, David.
Listen,
Don't
I can only do
Don't
what
do
my
it.
fan base wants, and he wants to talk about Newcastle. Sorry. I got a thumbs up. See, look.
One person, one.
Well, he was the one who asked the question. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
All right, fine. What were we talking about before football?
The new 8th edition 2-player box. Man United. You guys are total underperformers. Confirmation new Super Space Marines. Yeah, they're not confirmation new Super Space Marines, but part of the story is that Gulman is making a new superior Space Marine that's coming out.
Yeah.
They've teased it. They haven't said.
Yeah, so there was the trailer that just was released yesterday, I believe, that is kind of showing what Gilliman's working on. But that was a big thing at the end of the Gathering Storm series, is that Gilliman was going to
Thanks, Lane.
fire the forges back up and kind of bring new technology into the Imperium.
Yeah,
and kind of.
You don't know if it's going to be a new book yet, though, or it's just going to be a new unit for Space Marines. It'll probably be like a new supplement.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a new.
Mark 11 armor.
Is it Mark 11 now? I thought it was
Mark 10 is the one with the gorge. That
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be Mark 11.
Fluff point. The reason they have this is because they kept getting shot in the chest, and because their armor's so good, it would ricochet.
Yeah, we're on the one unarmored
Yeah,
area.
they have a gorge. Just so you know.
But yeah,
Wow.
The more you know, we're armor plating.
See, this is why you watch it.
yeah.
Knowledge.
I would expect a lot
Power.
more new toys for Space Marines. Probably a new armor, and potentially new vehicles coming out, which would be kind of cool to see. And it looks like Chaos is kind of getting a similar treatment in where they're not necessarily getting new stuff, but more demon stuff or
I'm pretty
corrupted
sure hookers will be no good in Robert Gulliman's new Imperium, considering the amount of stars in a Space Marine means his junk is pretty much not there.
things. Yeah, well,
Oh, they can't see the questions being asked.
yeah, no, I can't. So I gotta
Let's read the
over.
question out loud so we know what the heck you're talking
So
Oh, Robert Gilliman fires the Inquisition, makes his own empire with blackjack and hookers. I mean, the blackjack I understand, but just
yeah, aren't they
the amount of-
technically castrated, like chemically castrated?
Well,
Space Marines.
true story. Like you, more testosterone and stuff, and the stimulant and steroids make your junk shrink.
Yeah. How do you know that, David? Is it common science?
Knowledge.
I work out.
Oh. Good. Just
I
Tanya.
run on the treadmill and I look down and I just see all the guys walking back and forth like this, and seriously, like gigantic upper body, tiny little legs, no junk.
Well, you heard it here first.
You gotta prepare
Scientific
for
right there.
Science.
You gotta prepare for science. Hey, is these Giga-Bites Giga-ploys? I like that, Lane.
Giga-ploys.
Are they always this handsome?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 100% confirmed. Yeah.
And
So
they're hanging around Space Marine showers again. Jeremy, you seem really interested in Space Marine junk. Come on now.
yeah,
That's an interesting topic of conversation.
No, it is. I think we're
Because we've gone from A edition to talking about Space Marine physiology. 'Cause
By the
pretty
way,
much how this is gonna
I'm
go.
so sorry for you having to edit this.
No,
this
there's
is
no
not
editing.
editing.
So there is no editing on this.
Oh,
This is
really?
not being edited.
It's
It's
live
straight
for
up like
once.
this.
Oh no!
Yeah,
And then it's just going straight up.
New world order. No, but so back on topic. 8th edition's looking really, really cool. I really am excited for how streamlined they're going to make the game. Like,
Yeah, and something to cover, because I get this question a lot while I'm working, is they're releasing the rules for free when it first comes out. So the general rules, everyone will be able to get. Everyone will be able to get all of the basically individual stats for their models that they already have, and point costs. That's important.
Yeah.
But they're releasing 4 companion books at the beginning. And one of them is going to be the general rules that you can get for free online. It'll just be a print format. It might have a little bit of extra stuff in it, maybe the fluff or whatever they decide to put in there. But then there'll be a book for Space Marines, in the entirety of the Imperium. So there'll be one book for the Imperium, so Space Marines, Astra Militarum, Sisters of Silence, Custodes, all that sort of stuff will be wrapped into one book. One for Chaos, so that's Demons, Chaos Space Marines. I guess that's pretty much it for Chaos. But there's a lot under those two ones. And then,
Yeah, well, they'll have all the legions.
yeah. And then, all the legions will be in there. And then the fourth one will be, fourth book will be Xenos, which will be Eldar as an entirety. So Eldar, Dark Eldar, Harlequins, Yunari,
Aeldari.
Aeldari. There'll be Orcs, Tau, and Necrons.
Space Oruks.
Oh, and Tyranids, right? Did I say Tyranids? Tyranids will be in there. And so
Pretty much all the Xenos.
basically the Xenos won't be, from what it looks like, it won't be all of them working as one big faction, kind of like the Imperium or Chaos, but they just needed a way to bundle all those books together so they're not making 12 core books at launch.
Yeah. So a couple of questions. Do you expect them to rescale Marines to true scale? No.
No.
'Cause why would you waste all those kits? They'll
Yeah.
just have a new Space Marine chapter.
Yeah, the Indominus Marines, now people might use them for true scale Marines, which is
Yeah,
absolutely
be kinda
fine.
cool.
And I 100% encourage modeling
So
projects
is it going
like
to
that.
be easy for me to understand? Yeah. Yes. It's going to
Yeah.
be much easier. So what they're doing for 8th edition is, in 7th edition, you pretty much needed a degree to build a list. Like, I knew I struggled with a Marine Codex, an Angels of Death supplement, an Imperial Fist supplement, trying to build a list, trying to put a formation in, trying to do this, trying to, carry the 2. It
Yeah.
was always the hardest thing, and then divide by 7. Just didn't work, making a list. So now it's literally, you're going to have straight Marine lists. This is what you take. You can take, there's no formations really, I don't believe. They'll probably have battalions, which would be a lot easier. Battalion,
Yeah.
or whatever they are. But even shooting is going to be easier. AP is going away, so AP is going to modify your armor save rather than just AP3, ignore 3+. It's going to be a last cannon is -3 to your armor save. So if you have a 2-up armor save, now a 5-up armor save. So much easier. Shooting is easier, and rather than going off a ballistic scale, it's really less Space Marines hitting on a 3+. They always hit on a 3+, but just those little kind of pointless additions are gone.
So less bookkeeping.
Yeah, less bookkeeping
nice.
is the big thing.
Hey, Pedro. I used to work with you years ago.
One of the biggest barriers to
There's a man coming
entry
through the door.
with the new or the current edition was building your army and
Yes,
figuring
there
out
is a Giga-Cast. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, 8th edition's taking away that. It's just making it someone like John, who's never really played 40K,
40K, right.
will be able to kind of look at the rule books and figure it out super quick.
It's a perfect jump off. And also,
Yeah.
as well, if you're a casual player, because they'll have multiple modes of play, if you just want to buy a single box of models, build it, and play, you can.
Yeah.
And if you want to throw that unit in a narrative story against an Imperial Knight, you can. It doesn't matter that you might have 200 points and the Knight is 370. You're going to have that fun story game to
Yeah.
play and just have fun, and it doesn't matter if stuff dies, which is the secret of Age of Sigmar, for example. Nowadays, your crap just dies. You
Yeah.
just don't care because it's fun.
Yeah.
And in 40K, it just gets so serious when you're number crunching and points, and is this unit gathering his points back, and
you get really invested in
want
it.
stuff to die in fiery explosions while I shoot my bolters.
All 20,000 of your Space Marines, 20,000.
Well, except my Space Marines.
They don't.
They don't die. Yeah. No.
House rules.
Criminal fist for life.
Yeah.
I had a question from Jeremy. He actually had a serious question. I'm glad you posted a serious question. What army are you playing in 8, and have you considered playing a different faction to complete revamp? Well, I'm going to keep with Space Marines.
Yeah.
I'll probably add. I'm looking at those Scions. Cause
Don't you have IG?
No, I sold him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon Morgan, Army of the Week.
Yeah. He was IG for the week.
He was IG for that week.
Yeah, so with 8th edition with me, I'm definitely going to keep going with my Chaos, but I'm probably going to focus more on Thousand Suns, because I'm hoping I can field a lot of Rubric Marines in the new edition, which would be super exciting for me, because I love those new models that they came out with. I think they're phenomenal looking.
Our recording just lost its battery. Womp,
Yeah,
womp.
that's
We're
okay.
so
Ju-
unprepared.
No, this is the first time. It's always,
It feels like the first time.
yeah. Yeah.
That's the first time.
No. Just like prom night.
There we go. Good. Keep going.
Yeah. I know. I always look at other factions. I've tried so many different armies. John, what are you thinking of doing?
God. So I used to always play when the Dawn of War games came out. When was that? 2004, 3?
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like
I
that?
think the first one.
Yeah. So I
those
think I
videos.
was a teenager. I think.
We all were
Yeah.
at some point.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
But anyway, so I never actually knew about the tabletop stuff when that game came out. So when I found out that it was tabletop games, I was like, My favorite faction in that game was Orcs or Necrons. So I'm thinking either Orcs or Necrons.
I think Orcs are going to be in a really good spot in the new edition.
Oh, did you see the coolest new thing? I think it was posted yesterday was pistols. You can shoot with pistols in combat now.
Yeah, and so Orcs
Slugger
will
boys.
come. Yeah, with close combat weapons. Yeah, so I think Orcs are going to be in a good spot in the new edition, just simply because I think volume of fire is going to be a good way of dealing with a lot of the new
I'm excited
things.
with little rules like that, where it's just
Yeah.
like there's a reason to take a grav pistol or like a hand flamer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a reason to take a hand flamer.
Hand
now.
flamer?
Here's a melee, so I can enjoy my D6 hits.
Oh, that's right, because there's no templates. You don't have to worry about hitting your... Yeah.
Well, no, it's just flamers are just so a
Yeah.
flamer is just if you're within a certain range, it's D6 hits. So if you're in melee, it's just like
Yeah, no, that's...
joy.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Blood Angels.
Yeah,
flamers.
their stock's going up. Everyone invest
Yeah.
in Blood Angels.
Buy Blood Angels.
Yeah. Get them now.
Soon.
Until this...
Before
they
bail gets
sell.
blown up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any events, leagues, tournaments planned for release of 8? Yes.
Yes, yeah. I think the consensus was that we're going to start a new narrative campaign at the beginning of 8th.
Oh, do we think
I'm
dual
in on
arm
that.
will still get you an extra attack in addition to shooting pistols? Probably. I mean, yeah, if they count as a close combat weapon, they will.
Yeah, well, but so at that point, you still get to shoot them in close combat, so that might be the benefit.
Yeah.
Bringing the
Well, then you
pistol,
have
so-
two pistols because
Yeah.
if they still have
Cypher.
the gunslinger rule. Yeah.
Yeah, so Cypher.
I actually have a
yeah.
few Space Marines with 2 pistols. I never use them.
Yeah, no, it looks
I-
kind of
I
cool.
have them.
Yeah, so the pistols themselves the benefit might just be the fact that you can shoot them in close combat.
It would be kind of cool if you could have that, like, you know, they actually have a 30k Heresy squad that's dual pistoling.
Yeah, aren't they the cool guys with like the backpack that like?
They're the guys that are described as doing the dirty work. So when you want someone just dead in a dirty way, they send in these dudes with their dual pistols.
That's kind of cool.
Wow.
Like how I look
Yeah.
on camera in this.
Neat. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
for me, I'm going to be getting into it when 8th edition comes out.
Yeah.
Is there going to be anything for new players, like any sort of specific escalation leagues or anything like that for new folks?
I want to.
Yeah.
So that's what we have to work out. We're either going to do like a really big campaign that's going to start as an escalation league, or we're going to have a campaign and then an escalation league going on at the same time.
Sweet.
So either way, there'll be something for new players to do. We're not going to forget new players in the slightest or ever, because that's kind of the idea of a new edition change, is to get new people into the game.
There's going to be a lot of new people. There's
Yeah.
a lot of
Would people,
excitement for this edition.
anyone who has not played 8th edition who's interested, like in the comments,
just-
put down?
Just so you
because
know,
it'll be-
nobody's played 8th edition.
No, sorry, I mean Warhammer in general.
Yeah.
Anyone who hasn't played thank you, David. Thank
Yeah.
you. So anyone who hasn't played Warhammer in general, who's interested in 8th edition like me, it'd be cool maybe if we did some live streaming where I was taught by
Yeah. So
John.
especially now that we have the Facebook Live going on, we're probably going to do a little bit more games, because I've had a lot of people get into Age of Sigmar recently.
Sweet. Yeah.
And I've been doing a lot of demo games, but it'd be great to kind of broadcast it so people can kind of see how the game actually works. Because it's one thing to read the rules; it's another to actually play it and see.
I think I've read the
Jer-
Age of Sigmar booklet 3 times, and I didn't.
Jeremy says they're probably restarting the planetary campaign for 8th edition, so that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And
That's
Mitchell says he's coming back. He hasn't played since Force. Nice.
Yeah,
Well, it's
see?
good to have him,
Nice.
see?
Sweet.
There's going to be a lot of people. There's a lot of people because
Yeah.
just
It'll be so much
Perfect-
easier to
perfect
get
jump-off
into,
point.
than any of the other editions. I think personally, just from my background.
they just have to bring back Dorn now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
Rogel Dorn has to come
we
back.
are in the age of Primarchs now. We know Magnus is back, Gilman's back. It looks like Mortarion, the leader of the Death Guards.
Well,
are
yeah,
Primarch.
Mortarion should be back for Death Guard. Death Guard
Yeah.
will release with 8th edition. We
Yeah.
know they're coming because they're in the starter, I think. Or
Yeah.
rumored. We don't know what's in the starter yet, except from rumor sites.
Yeah,
you know.
so, I mean, we know Death Guard's coming from a trailer released a while ago.
Well, no, the Death Guard is coming because they announced that at Adepticon.
Yeah.
And they announced that Death Guard is definitely coming.
Yeah.
And then all the pictures say they're probably going to be in the starter set with the new
Space Marines.
New Space Marines.
the Tall
Yeah.
Marines.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's new. I haven't seen the Tall Marines in there. Are they in there?
I think so. From the super blurry, low resolution pictures, it looks like there's at least 3 of the new style of Space Marines in there. But once again, we can't confirm anything because it's all
still going to
rumors.
have a point system or model count. Yeah, there's still
Yeah.
a point system. Shane.
And it's
from
coming with the
are you
release
South
rather than after the
Carolina or
fact.
North Carolina now?
Yeah.
I think you're still South.
But yeah, the point system should be
It's
very
still
much.
there. So there's going to be 4 modes they said. So there's match play with points, narrative play, campaigns and stuff, open play, which is take whatever you feel like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the 4 is. They keep saying 4, but they only ever describe 3.
Yeah. So the kind of cool thing is with match play, they'll have the standard points that you guys are accustomed to now, very hopefully balanced because they've had a lot of play tests. They've gone over. They've not only in-house play tested it, but they've also gone to a lot of tournament organizers and people who have kind of devoted themselves to competitive play help balance this version.
Yeah, there's Henry. Good old Henry.
And then
Henry's daughter, by the way, before you continue, makes fantastic crocheted dice bags, and we have them here. And
check them out.
they're pretty cool looking. But he says he hasn't played since second ed, and Shadow War, and this is getting him back in.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so with narrative play is actually going to have points. I'm not sure if you knew that.
Oh, I didn't.
But the narrative points are going to be much different than the match play points. So someone like Gilliman or like a big named character that will supposedly have a big impact on a narrative mission will be costed much differently than he will.
Also, have different points in that.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
They might have different stats. I don't know quite yet, but I know
Give that a heart because that sounds awesome.
Yeah, Space Marines.
There it is.
Space Marines might be closer to like how they're depicting the story, like these indomitable badasses that can.
It would be nice. It would be nice if the fluff where one Space Marine can take down like a whole cult uprising actually was a thing.
And so they might be balanced to do that sort of thing. So that would be kind of cool to see. Yeah, definitely in the new system.
Cool. But yeah, so it's looking really exciting. We don't want to keep John too long because I'm pretty sure he has a life and doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, I can't wait to get home. So
Wrong John.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is going to be Age of...
keep asking questions.
Yes. Yeah, please keep asking questions. We'll answer as much as we can in the time that we have.
Pedro says it's nice to see me doing well, Sergeant Horse. Sergeant Horse was my online tag for Counter-Strike.
So the next big thing we're going to go on to is Age of Sigmar recent releases, which is going to be the Caradron Overlords, which are Sky Dwarfs and can be described pretty much as normal dwarfs, just with the sky prefix.
I described them as a mix of Terry Gilliam movies and steampunk. Which is pretty much
so they're floating steampunk dwarves introduced into the Age of Sigmar setting, which the models and the rules for them have been phenomenal. If you are a fan of dwarves and steampunk or things that are floaty, you're
hiding my face.
You got to lift it up for the YouTube as well.
Yeah.
The YouTube.
Look at he's just forgetting about the YouTubes.
Just do that. So they have sky vessels. They have
fantasy squads. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of comparison, and I think a lot of people will be using these to run makeshift squats into 40K as well. But there's
always one.
Yeah. There's
always one squat player, and there's always one female Space Marine player.
Yeah. Always one.
And I'm cool with that. Yeah. Just the biological Space Marine stats. We went over, read your notes, doesn't really account for females.
Anyways, so the Caradron released a couple weeks ago, and they're doing like a 4-week release schedule, and we're going on to the last 2 weeks of it. So the full faction should be out in less than 2 weeks.
God, it looks so cool.
Yeah, they do. They have some of the best models. I mean, all the Age of Sigmar models have been great since release.
The thing I love about them, actually, I saw someone building them, and literally every gun moves.
Yeah.
And the propellers all moved, and it's just so many moving
I mean,
parts.
everything's articulated, guns, propellers. They even have the little. I'm so bad at nautical terms, but the tail rudder, I guess.
It's so nautical if they fly to the air.
Rudder?
Yeah, the rudder. Yeah, the rudder.
Could be an air rudder.
Yeah, you can move it around.
Air rudder.
And so basically, the story for these guys is that they were your normal run-of-the-mill dwarves, but they kept dwarfs. They ran out of their home so many times that they had to kind of look for a new venue for refuge, more or less. And so they found this new material, Aether Gold, which is sky gold. But
Aether gas, gold gas.
No, it's
a gaseous version of Aether.
Yes,
gold.
And they found out that not only is it gold, which dwarves love, but they can use it to more or less defy the laws of physics and make stuff float that shouldn't be floating. And from there, they made these sky vessels and sky cities.
In a world where there's flying pieces of land and stuff, is making your ship fly really that strange.
Yeah. Well, so well, so it's strange for dwarves because they had a very strict code of laws and what they can do and can't do.
Dwarfs low to the ground.
And so
power.
these Caradron guys kind of had to break their traditional code and make a new one, which allowed them to go up into the sky and start mining this aether gold, which powers their floating cities, their ships, their weapons, their beards, which some of them have guns in their beards in these mechanical beard masks.
Brock Grunson. I was actually reading. I was like, he's got mustache-mounted aether blasters,
which is
really
phenomenal. The model is just the best. He releases this.
He's got a top hat and a monocle. That's all I needed to know.
This Saturday, get your floating top hat gun stash dwarf.
You know what it's like? It's like BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
BioShock Infinite. Just with dwarfs.
Yeah. Durden. Another cool thing about this book is that a lot of these sky cities have their own rules to them. They're kind of bringing in chapter or legion-like traits to the Age of Sigmar faction. So now, instead of just running like Caradron's base stock, there's one of 6 cities that you can choose from to kind of match how you want to play these dwarves. So if you want to go more towards the sky ships and sky vessels, you want to do Barak Ziflin.
Hey, Jer.
Barak Nar is the base color scheme, and they're kind of the most profitable of the cities right now, and that's where Brock Grunson. God, I can't say these names. It's too hard.
Wait, David could pronounce it?
Yeah,
but you can't.
He's Scottish, right?
Whoa.
It's okay. I've only been working for David for 6 years.
You didn't say Welsh.
But yeah, so you can kind of run your dwarves in different styles with the base book. And so if you want to do sky ships or just do guys on the ground.
And they have battalions in there as well to work with Stormcast.
Yeah.
I saw one that has prosecutors.
Cool. So there's one battalion that works with Stormcast, which is really cool. It kind of shows in the fluff that the flying Stormcast can work with the flying dwarves. And we've had a really good initial response to the Caradron Overlords. We got a lot of new people into Age of Sigmar who were like, nothing really appeals to me yet until Steampunk Dwarfs came out. So now we have.
It's like, what more could you want?
Yeah, no. And as a staunch Chaos player, since I've been playing Age of Sigmar, these are the guys that have been tempting me the most to switch over to Order.
So cool looking.
Yeah, the models are great. I've built a couple for some friends.
All the new models are great.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't paid attention to Age of Sigmar, just look at the models. Look at Auric Brutes.
Yeah.
The Caradrons, the new Tzeentch stuff, the Lord Change, the Bloodthirsters. Then I love the Stormcasts. I love my Chocobo Riders.
The Stormcasts are great. These new models, they go together easy. They're a joy to build. Most of the time.
Vanguard Hunters are the bane of my existence, but they're gorgeous when they're built.
Well, they have so much movement in them, which is the kind of cool thing about it. But yeah, so with the Caradron Overlords, we started an Age of Sigmar campaign that me and Mikkel are running, and that we've gotten more than we ever anticipated with the people playing in it.
28 people, I think, in it now.
I think it's more than that now.
Oh God, has it gone up again?
Yeah, so
Cool.
We definitely. I think we now
Giga-Bites
have.
is the center of Age of Sigmar in Atlanta.
Yeah, who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, but it's great. We have such a good community. A lot of new people learning the game together and bashing each other's skulls in on the table.
But again, it's because it's such a casual. The way the game is designed, it's fun. It's just
and
you win or lose. There's no.
If you've ever been on the fence on Age of Sigmar, give it a shot. Try it out. Come in and get a demo. I'll run you through something, or Mikkel, or David.
I won't.
Me or Mikkel will run you through something. Or even Mark. Mark's been doing great. He's been running a lot of demos.
Mark is the best though.
Yeah.
His hair is so fantastic. And
It is. I wish we were all blessed with his hair.
Yeah, true. It's the Swiss.
Yeah, it's the Swiss. It's the Swiss in it.
All the cheese.
But yeah, so if you haven't given Age of Sigmar a shot, I definitely recommend it. Not even as a store employee, just as a player.
Paid for by Giga-Bites Café.
Yeah, right. No, but that's one of the big things. Is if I wasn't working here. At this point, Age of Sigmar would still probably be my primary game.
Jeremy says he's shocked that you don't play Seraphon. Why no lizards? I think birds trump lizards for you in Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, right now. Yeah. One of the things the reason why I'm playing Tzeentch is
They've been updated.
Yeah, they've been updated. They've been updated recently. They kind of coincide with the Thousand Sun release. and so I can kind of mix and match my models with 30K and 40K, which is really nice. And I'm just kind of waiting. I'm holding out. I'm trying not to get too invested in the Seraphon. I'm hoping they get redone.
That's still done, though.
Oh, yeah. It's Bastildon is.
And Troglodon. I love Trog for days.
Yeah, both those models are great. I'm just kind of waiting for an Age of Sigmar update for Seraphon, for them to get new models, because they haven't gotten new models since...
3 years? 4 years?
Yeah, 3 or 4 years.
Bastildon, Troglodon.
Yeah, and Pterodon Riders.
Pterodon Riders.
Yeah, we're the last ones. So I'm just kind of waiting for them to get new models, and once they do, I will probably be full on lizards for forever. But until then, I'm enjoying my birds, and they've been
in 40K.
a lot of fun.
Tzeentch has always been John's army. Yeah,
Absolutely. So it's just.
What about Beastmen? Because that's.
So it looks like. So Beastmen haven't gotten redone. Now Beastmen are in Tzeentch with the Zangors.
You gotta say it right.
Zangors?
Yeah. So Zangors are Beastmen, but they favor Tzeentch. So
Gotcha.
when you build a Tzeentch list, they're able to be running that one.
What's it they used to be? Like
Yeah, exactly.
Like 5 editions of Fantasy ago, there was Bestigors and Cornigors and
Pestigors?
Pestigors.
Yeah, it was Pestigors.
And so like now they have Zangors.
Yeah.
So they'll probably redo like.
I would expect
guys.
With each major release, like
Games Workshop knows and likes money.
yeah,
You know what they do.
the Nurgle release for Age of Sigmar should follow the Death Guard if it coincides with how
that'd be
Thousand
cool.
Suns worked
the
out.
Nurgle.
So it'd be kind of cool to see Pestigors introduced into Age of Sigmar, and that's a good way to
makes
like
sense.
get Beastmen players and Chaos players. I mean, Beastmen are Chaos, but get Nurgle players and
Yeah,
Beastmen
get 'em
something
back.
together to play. But only time will tell. They've just been kind of teasing all these new models coming out, and I can't wait to see them. It's
Games Workshop is good at the release of week
Yeah.
things. So I mean, they're
yeah.
in the world of gaming, miniature gaming, tabletop gaming. I don't actually think there's anyone who's coming close to Games Workshop.
As of right now,
And I
no.
expect a bunch of people denying it and calling me an idiot for this, but no, there's on the retailer side, there's nobody doing what Games Workshop
Yeah.
is doing right now. I mean, there's some great companies doing stuff. I mean, Fantasy Flight's doing great stuff.
Yeah, Rune Wars dropped, and
Rune
that's been
Wars,
doing real
Steam,
well.
Steamforge is doing great stuff. If they ever get me my Dark Souls, but Games Workshop, man,
Yeah,
you guys are doing it.
the constant hype, the consistent releases.
Consistent good releases.
yeah.
I mean, 40K release has been phenomenal. Age of Sigmar release has been phenomenal. This Shadow War.
Yeah,
been just
so Shadow War. Over the next couple months, until 8th really gets going, we're going to be doing a Shadow War campaign on Fridays, I think, is the plan.
Don't tell me, tell them.
Yeah, so, well, I'm questioning. So Fridays, Rob, get ready.
Rob. So this Friday we're doing a Shadow War event for
Yeah.
Friday Night Fights.
And I want to say that's going to be the kickoff for a campaign, a
Yeah,
consistent
we're
one.
gonna do
so.
some organized Shadow War stuff.
Yeah, so we have an organized play kit for Shadow Wars, and we're going to use that over the next couple months and start running that. So if you, John, this is a good time to get started with Orcs. You can buy basically a box of boys, get them painted up, and run small-scale skirmish games
Sweet.
every Friday. So if you're free Fridays.
What time?
It'll probably start at 7 o'clock, I think is when...
They usually start around 7:30 to 8.
7:30 to 8.
7:30 on
So
Friday,
easy
okay.
to get here after work. But yeah, so we're going to do small scale narrative missions.
All right, weird
Sweet.
question. Have you heard anything about new Kill Team rules being released for new edition? No, not yet. But honestly, Shadow War is the new
Yeah,
Kill
so-
Team. Like Shadow War is literally Necromunda, Kill Team together.
Yeah,
better
so
rules,
I would
so.
expect everything to be under the Shadow War name instead of Kill Team.
I'm interested to see if they do. So this is Shadow War Armageddon. I'm interested to see if they do like Shadow War Bale and Shadow War
I think so.
wherever name of planet.
Oh.
Shadow War Talarn.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep releasing
That'd be kinda
new
cool.
expansions and things like that, and adding to the existing factions with new releases. So like, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Shadow War team just for Death Guard when those come out and all.
Well, yeah,
that.
there will be.
Yeah, so
It'll be like one Plague Marine.
yeah. I mean, it might be one plague
bunch
marine.
Bunch of plague zombies.
Yeah. So they're getting plague cultists and all that, so that'll be cool. But yeah, it's a great way for people to start building up 8th edition army, one unit at a time for Shadow War.
Do
So
you
that'll be
expect
kinda cool.
AOS Skirmish to be the fantasy version of Shadow War? Probably.
Probably.
Yes.
But once again, we don't have any
Yeah,
more
we
information
don't
than
have-
you guys right now.
Yeah.
We can hope.
Yeah, we can hope. I would personally love it because I would.
I'm
love
looking
to-
forward to Shadow Spire. That game looks cool.
The models in it.
The models, female liberator. Just so if for you guys
Gorgeous model.
who don't know, like Stormcasts aren't strictly humans.
Yeah.
So
Right.
There's elves, there's Stormcast orcs, there's Stormcast everything. So
I would love to see
the fact that
Stormcast
this is the
orc.
first step to them
cool.
actually just not having bulky dude in armor
Yeah.
is pretty exciting.
Yeah,
I
I would-
hope to see a Stormcast orc. I really would just love to see a
Yeah, no, it would look. Oh god, I want to see the gold embossed orc face.
And with
it,
the-
would,
with, like, the-
it would fit so well if they had like a Stormcast shock unit that was just like charging forward
Yeah.
with a big thing and he was
Yeah, I think
That'd
pretty
be
much as
cool.
long as you're not chaos or dead already.
well, it's technically not true because
Yeah?
Fluff David comes in. For those of you who read the Realm Gate Wars, there is a mortal hero who, instead of dying and becoming a Stormcast, gets captured by chaos, gets subjected to Nurgle rot and plagues and stuff like that, till he finally gives up and becomes a Nurgle hero. And then in the course of the Realm Gate Wars books, redeems himself and becomes a Stormcast.
Okay.
He's Turglo
but-
the Corrupted or Turglo the Betrayer or something like that, and then he becomes Torgun the I don't know. There's some names. Read the books.
Yeah, the
Read the
fluff's
books.
actually really good. The
And
character.
that's why I like it now.
Yeah.
It's actually story. There's things. There's
Right.
characters you care about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The story in the Carriage On books is really good as well. Check it out.
where is Slanesh these days in Age of Sigmar?
Slanesh is still sleeping.
Sleeping.
So
No, he's captured.
Is he captured? Did he
Yeah.
get
So
captured?
Slanesh basically, when he blew up the old world, he ate so many elf lives that he overgorged himself and fell asleep, and it allowed him to be captured by Tyrion and Teclis.
Yeah. Okay.
And we don't know where he is.
So I would expect to see Slanesh eventually done, because we're now doing Nurgle. We've done Khorne. We've done Tzeentch. Nurgle's coming up. So Slanesh should
Yeah.
or
Sure.
should be up soon. I think they're just using this time to build up a new design aesthetic for Slanesh.
He's in the realm of making fantasy more family friendly.
I mean,
It's a world where people get
butchered and
butchered
maimed.
and maimed. And
Yeah, it's. I mean,
done.
it won't be any more family friendly than it.
I mean, it's just not such a bad thing,
Yeah.
right? I mean, to make the game more inclusive to everybody.
Yeah.
There's more people playing. Is it 30 plus people in our campaign right now?
Yeah.
that Never had
And-
before.
To me, Slanesh has always kind of needed a redesign. It's always been kind of
80s rock. hair rock.
yeah. And so it'll be good to give him a chance. Yeah, to give him a chance to kind of redefine it and to push things. I mean, all the models are old and all that sort of stuff. So I'm excited to see eventually what they could do with Slanesh. But once again, we don't know what or when that's going to be. Sometime I would guarantee.
There's a release every week, so
Yeah.
they got 52 releases to fit in a year. They got to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's exciting to see what they're going to do. So if 8th edition releases the 17th, we have probably 6 more weeks. Dwarves are about to be over. I'm expecting.
Well, so you got Dwarf this week, and then Dwarf next week brings you up to the 12th.
I think Skirmish.
Then
Skirmish.
Skirmish probably will have something.
Yeah.
Maybe some Shadow Wars.
And then maybe Nurgle Age of Sigmar will come out before.
So that should be really
8th.
nice in the end.
Yeah.
Your endo.
Yeah. What a twist! If Slanesh was just a good guy. I'm going to
Slanesh was just misunderstood all along.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just didn't understand how to express his love for people.
Yeah. No, he's just such a people person that.
That's like that. Well, that's what the Beast of Nurgle is. Beast of Nurgle is like that.
Really?
He just a Beast of Nurgle isn't actually malicious in any way whatsoever. He just
Yeah.
loves you so much he wants to smother you in kisses. Now those kisses give
Confirmed?
you. No, it's
As
in
the
the story of the
Yeah.
lore. It just how happens those kisses and licking and stuff gives you the plague. So.
I mean,
And he gets really sad because you die, and he's like, "Oh, he's dead. Hey, human." He's like that dog from Up.
or
Oh,
yeah.
Doug?
Yeah. So hopefully with the Nurgle release they'll get a new beast model, a more loving puppy beast of Nurgle model.
More easier one to put together.
Yeah,
Jesus.
than the resin one that we've had to deal with for forever.
All right, yeah,
Love
that's
it.
pretty much it.
Yeah.
So where do you want to go?
New
talk
events
about-
coming up. So that's the next segment of the show.
So we already talked about the Age of Sigmar campaign.
There's segments we
No, it's
No, there's-
we're-
It's a winding
it's-
path of
which is
of
fine.
conversation.
It's fine.
We're not the
so-
view, so we don't have to worry.
Yeah, no, we talked about Age of Sigmar campaign. We talked about the Shadow Wars Armageddon campaign. Both of those are, the Age of Sigmar is going on right now. The Shadow War will be starting this Friday. We also have other events. Our weekly events are still consistently going. Our Magic and all that sort of stuff.
yeah, we got great magic events.
The
every
May
week.
4th event.
May the 4th is
Be
coming
with
up. Yeah.
Yeah, this Thursday, May the 4th. So we're going to do Star Wars Day. probably going to do mostly open play. Like it is our Armada night,
Yeah.
so we'll have open
Sweet.
Armada if people want to come play some Imperial Assault or that. But we do have an organized Star Wars Destiny event coming up.
Yeah.
Because Spirit of Rebellion releases this Thursday. Super.
Wait, Spirit of Rebellion. What? I can't talk.
Spirit of the Day movie.
It releases on May the 4th.
Weird, right?
Yeah, it's like they planned that.
It's like Fantasy Flight's owned by a major corporation that wants to adhere to set dates for marketing
Yeah.
purposes.
Weird. Should we
don't like it.
bring back quesadillas for May the 4th?
MYKYMOUSE. What? No, what?
We did quesadillas one year.
Oh, maybe we did.
Maybe.
Queso.
Queso.
Yeah, anyway, Destiny OP events, Shadow Wars, we will have boosters. I think I have like 48 boosters coming, but at least half of them are pre-sold and pre-ordered.
Yeah, so by the way, if you guys want Spirit of Rebellion and you want to guarantee it, pre-order this week before Thursday.
And prepay.
Yeah, prepay. Prepay is the only way to guarantee that you're going to get your stock.
And we're going to do the event's going to allow the Spirit of Rebellion cards, so we're going to start at 7, I think I said with Corey. But you're going to have half an hour to build a new deck and add any Spirit Rebellion cards you want to add or buy any packs you need to add.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Core 2 OP kits. That's going to be cool.
So yeah, if you guys want it, call in early, get registered, pre-order your stuff. I want to make sure everyone gets it that wants it, because
John likes to make sure that you get it if you want it.
This bump.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
I think you're pointing at me.
We're all the same here. Oh, dear. Yeah, other events. May 20th. I'm going to jump around because I'm going to tell you as I remember. May 20th is the Atlanta 40K series. It's still going to be 7th edition, but so kind of like a last hurrah.
Yeah.
For,
So this
7 Dead. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you've never been to a 40K series before, they are super awesome. We usually have like between 25 and 30 people.
as many as we can fit.
It's a competitive event, so go in knowing you're going to have a lot of fun if you do this,
Yeah.
by the way. If you go in plan to be competitive, play, expect the strongest list. Like, we allow 30K, we allow Forge World, like, you'll see the Tau Supremacy suit, I've seen Warhounds, I've seen Reavers, there'll be Necron Pylons, everything. Like,
Yeah.
so it's super fun, everyone's really nice, you'll have some of the best painted armies
Yeah,
in the
I
area.
was gonna say, the
It's
tables
probably
look gorgeous,
the best
too.
tournament, it's done by the Warzone Atlanta guys. It's a phenomenal day if you want to get into some competitive 40K.
And that's
So
another thing to
and-
pre-register for.
And pre-register for.
Yeah.
Because May 20th is also the same day as the Armada Store Championships.
Yes.
So
So
Giga-Bites, because we like to double book.
yeah,
And that's going to be the winner of that will get an entry to regionals. I think we have about 8 people pre-signed up for that. Jamie does a great job.
Where can you go to sign up for the Warzone, the tournament?
You call the store.
Yeah,
Call the store, okay.
Call or email the store.
call, email, or come in.
And book your place.
yeah.
And again, prepayment is important for those because your place is not held unless you prepay. So
Yeah.
you can come in on the day, but if the store is going to be packed,
I wouldn't
which,
recommend it.
no,
Yeah.
And plus, it helps us. Like, so
Yeah.
we need to know how many tables to set up and where to
Yeah.
move, and what
Yeah.
to set up. So it just helps the store.
It's
a
me.
little
It's
bit.
how much to prep the kitchen for.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
a big thing. So it helps out a lot if you guys pre-register. It helps us. It helps the tournament organizers. It helps your fellow players getting everything
Yeah.
organized. So
And then let's see what else do we have. May 26th, whatever's close to Saturday to May 26th, we have a Blood Bowl tournament. Rich Mead is going to be running that.
Yeah.
I hope he better. He's about to find out.
yeah. Rich,
And
if you're watching,
that's going to be a lot of fun. You can find the info on that on Facebook. All these you find the info on Facebook,
Yeah.
by the way. So that's
Or the
coming
website
up.
as well.
Or the website.
yeah. Oh, that's another thing that's coming out soon. They're doing a Skaven expansion for the Blood Bowl teams. I'm
Nice.
not sure if you
There's
saw
a
that.
reinforcements and alternate
Yeah,
sculpts.
So if you're a Skaven player for a Blood Bowl, or if you just like Skaven models in general, you can pick up some new kits sometime soon.
Oh, merch.
Yeah,
Hoodies.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, yeah, we have a merchandise site now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to Big Frog East Cobb on Johnson's Ferry, they have set up a site where you can order T-shirts.
Checks in the mail for that promotion, by the way.
Yeah,
Better be.
yeah. No, they're paying us, not the other way around.
Better be.
Yeah. They'll print hoodies, T-shirts, whatever kind of merch.
There's like a duffel bag one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
double
messenger
bag's
bag,
cool.
which
I'm
is
gonna get
really
that.
cool.
Yep.
I actually need to get that for my role-playing supplies.
Yeah, I think the link for that is on Facebook, and also John.
It's gonna be on the website
John just
soon.
put it on the website. So
About
you can go
going
straight
to.
there.
Probably.
Yeah.
And soon, as soon as I can get GoDaddy to work, it'll be gigaswag.com.
Yeah. So
Nice.
that'll be
I bought that domain.
And as time goes on, we'll add on new and exclusive designs. We'll probably have some limited ones going up there for a
we'll
bit.
do limited for a while.
Napoleon Gigapart will probably be up there for
Yes.
for a
if you ever
little
want to
bit.
get to my good graces, get me something Napoleonic. 'Cause,
Yeah.
God, I love Napoleon.
David loves that. But yeah, definitely check that out. The website's great. Being able to get T-shirts and all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff is good. And the more you guys order, the more we can have up there, and the more different designs we can get. So,
Yeah. Be awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. What
Sweet.
other events? Let's see. This coming weekend, actually, there's a Night Age tournament.
Yeah.
It's going to be a casual event, free entry, 3,000 points for Night Age. Night Age is the spiritual successor of Warhammer Fantasy 7 Dead.
Yeah.
Was it 7 Dead?
Yeah, yeah.
Eight
No,
Dead.
eighth edition,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is the Night
Yeah.
Age.
So still rank and file.
So it's still a rank and file. A lot of fun. So if you like the old Warhammer Fantasy, that's going to be a full event.
Yeah.
Just come in, throw together your square bases.
Yeah. Or movement trays that
Or
make it
movement trays.
Love it.
give square bases.
Yeah, if Games Workshop was to ever design a movement tray that you could put round bases of Sigmar models in and play in a version of Age of Sigmar that was rank and flank, man, wouldn't that be great, Andre?
Would be.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All I want is designer credit. That's all I want.
Yeah, just
All I want.
Royalties.
designed by Finn.
And royalties.
And
Designed by oh, I want that on a shirt. Designed by Finn. Actually, if I ever have a kid,
yeah.
I'm gonna get him a shirt that says designed by Finn. That would be so cool.
Or built by.
Created by. Trademark.
Yeah.
TM.
Sweet. So we hope you guys have enjoyed the live broadcast.
John is
Also
bored
on-
and wants to go home, so he's cutting us off.
Yep. I'll see you guys next week.
I was gonna call you JC for next episode.
That's fine. That's
Jiminy
all good.
Cricket.
So this is a live one. We'll do it probably Monday mornings.
Yeah.
But then the replay will be available online. I think you can comment on the replay as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So if you have questions, then we can probably type the answer.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying. There you go, Isaac. Feel free to tweet this to Ric Flair, by the way.
Yeah, everyone just tweet this through. Oh, God, I can't talk at all. If Ric Flair ever comes in the store,
Oh, camera issues.
What's happening?
Oh, I don't know. Ugh, camera issues. What do you know, Travis? It's not like you have a gigantic store. Stuff.
What camera issues?
I
I don't know.
He just has camera issues. Only for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
all
So,
right.
too bad.
I think the store is now technically open. I can
Yes.
tell by the people standing at the door. So
It's just Keaton. He doesn't.
we will see you all next week, right?
until next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I had to press the finish
Goodbye.
button.
Bye.
Oh yeah, hit the finish button.
Goodbye.
Oh, awkward.